Hi there YouTube, Wheelhouse Crows here. Another installment of one of my reviews of today is going to be my first aid kit. Now this isn't the usual first aid kit I carry every day. I have a special one that goes into my truck that just stays there. This is the first aid kit that comes in my bug out bag. It's a first aid kit that I take out of my bug out bag when I go fishing. It goes into like my fishing backpack. If I go hiking, it'll go in my hiking backpack. Camping, it'll go in my camping backpack. It's an all-around first aid kit. Has no specific purpose, as in, some are like trauma emergency, some are like heavy bleeding first aid kits. This is just a straight up basic first aid kit. Now, before I get into the first aid kit, I just want to say that knowledge above anything else is the most important. I'm a first aid instructor in the military, so having that first-hand knowledge of first aid and how to apply it properly is leaps and bounds the most important thing that you can know. And then having a good first aid kit to complement your knowledge is what you need to do. So go to your local St. John's ambulance if you're in Canada. Some of the local first aid instructors, they'll be able to help you out, and trust me, it's worth the money in the long run. So getting into the first aid kit itself, I chose the Maxpedition individual first aid pouch. Reason is that I have a Maxpedition Beefy. Have you seen the review online already? I also have a Maxpedition backpack. Now I use that for my EDC. The Maxpedition Beefy goes inside there. I have lots of little things that are kept inside of the backpack. I'm going to do a review on it later. It's something nice that I carry back and forth to work. I guess it's my get home bag. So I'll cover that in a future video. But for now, we'll just discuss the first aid pouch. So on the outside, you'll see I have a CPR mask and gloves. One thing I love about reviews is people sometimes just review the pouch, review their first aid kit. So I'm going to do an all-in-one. It's the same quality you expect from Maxpedition equipment. Beautiful zippers, molly webbing on the back, lightweight, pliable, carry handle. You can't go wrong. It's worth the price. On the front you have a mesh pouch. Inside the pouch, I like to carry the first reaction stuff. You come out, you need to perform first aid. This is what you need. So, first things first, you need some gloves. Protect yourself, right? Some latex gloves. Now, you might have to cut some pants or clothes away. I prefer the EMT scissors, the one that have the little nub on the end, so you don't cut skin. Now, diabetics out there, low blood sugar, I carry candy. I mean, if you come across it, you don't come across it, you run out of food and you're bugging out. I mean, candy, first of all, increases saliva in your mouth, makes it not feel as dry. It's a morale builder if you don't use it for low blood sugar. A spark of energy, if you will. So it's something good to have inside of your first aid kit. Some tape, medical tape. I choose to put it on my old Costco card. You can still get quite a lot on there, you see, but you're not putting up with the big bulky size of the roll. Some tweezers, a sterile container, and 2 flat razor blades. And then the last thing is a common lighter. If you need to sterilize any of those tools right there, the ones I have inside, you have a lighter. Also, secondary fire starter inside of your bug out bag. Now, one of the other things I love about this first aid pouch is that it clamshells. Like a lot of Maxpedition stuff, it is beautiful that way. You open up the pouch, the first thing you notice is that there's 2 different sides. One side is a clear, see-through, air can travel through mesh pocket. And the other side is a kind of a thicker plastic pocket that would hold liquid inside. Now, on this side I choose to put things that could burst or explode, and I would want them to stay inside, not contaminate all the sterile pads. So I also have a thumb light right here. You know, you never know. It's going to get dark. You're going to need to see your stuff. And also I have a couple of safety pins. Use those for slings. I mean, if you can't tie them for some reason, you just need to get an extra pin on there. Perfect. So I'm going to open up this side first here. And as you notice again, clamshells right open. Start off with 2 pressure bandages, very important. Stop bleeding. Dress it afterwards, redress it, make sure make sure you stop any kind of infection from progressing while you're out in the field. Some roll gauze. Some Q-tips cut. You either can clean out a wound, get some pieces of dirt out, apply polysporin, neosporin, anything that you need to apply. Now I have a suite of band-aids in here. I have a couple of, just regular band-aids, knuckle band-aids, but I also have butterfly strips. As you can see, some people are against them, some are for them. I don't have a suture kit, so I mean this is the best I can do until I get a suture kit. Now, next is something very important to me. As you can see, this is a blister medic kit. I was on I guess a 3-day hike last fall, or actually is this summer, and we went 10K and I had new boots, 1 pair of socks, and I absolutely destroyed my ankles, or my heels, and I spent the whole middle day in camp in flip-flops trying to let them dry out, getting ready for the 10K hike out. And somebody had one of these kits from MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op here in Canada. They are absolutely worth their weight in gold. They have glacier gel, moleskin, padded strips. Unbelievable. I loaded up my heels the morning we were taking off, and I put glacier gel, padded band-aids, and then I put duct tape over top, and I hiked out. I didn't feel a thing. Unbelievable. So if I could ever do that for somebody else, that's why I have this in my first aid kit, or for myself, I'm stupid enough to do it again. An absolute must. And then some 4-inch, or in Canada 10 centimeters, 10 by 10 gauze pads. Tampon. I don't have to tell you how fast these things absorb liquid. Great for gunshot wounds, stab wounds, puncture wounds. Great to have. And then also inside I have some hot hands. Now these things are great in conjunction with an emergency blanket. Hang this thing around a casualty's neck, maybe mild hypothermia. It's going to just create, and you put an emergency blanket around them. It's just going to create like just a cocoon of heat until you can build them a fire, or get them in a better situation. Great to have. And then also tucked into the middle here, I have a chem light, green chem light, just in case my battery light dies. Anything, I need to put this onto a casualty so I see where they are. It's perfect. So going over into the waterproof pouch, I don't know why, but I still have these things. These disposable towels. I mean, they're so small, they're compressed, they're like next to nothing. At the end of the day, it's going to stop bleeding, so I had some extra room, I threw it in. Hand sanitizer. You're not going to clean wounds with this, but you're going to clean your hands before you're helping somebody out. You're going to clean your hands after you take the gloves off from helping somebody out that you had blood on your hands with gloves on. It's just there. And also, fire starter. It's another redundancy, something that you have to have. After bite, straightforward. Everybody knows bug bites are the worst. I hate them. Some Polyderm medicated ointment, great for the healing process. Once you've cleaned out the wound, you just throw it on, cover it up. It's going to take care of it. Now, inside my bug bag, I have medications. I have pain relievers, I have antacids, I have, infection stoppers, I'll say. But in your first aid kit, I think that there's two important things that you need to have. One is antacids. Because if you're in a bug out situation or you're just in the middle of nowhere and you eat something that you're not used to, it could make your stomach unhappy. That's when you take the antacids. And the second pills I have in here are anti-diarrheal, because after it goes into your stomach and your stomach isn't happy and you take care of that part, it's going to become your bum that isn't happy. So you need to take care of that with the anti-diarrheals. So again, the two most important pills in my book. And then again, some Advil, just because, if you're going to be without water, sleep, you're going to have headaches. Trust me, nobody is happy with you when you have a headache. Have Advil. And then some chapstick. It'd be used for lots of things. Pomegranate. I just think it's the best fruit out there, so I was like, bam, done. Alcohol prep pads. Some iodine pads some iodine in the back there. Great cleaning out wounds. Sanitation, around the wound also. Great fire starter. Another redundancy. Now, come to the last thing that I have in here, and it is super glue. I have great stories about super glue. Everyone does, I'm sure. My buddy came over to my place one time in Victoria. He was playing hockey. He played very high-level hockey. He had a little cut just above the temple from a skate. Stopped bleeding, but you could see the muscle underneath. So we continued to have a couple of drinks. Not maybe the smartest thing to do, and ended up putting some super glue on there, closing her up. He went to the hospital the next day, and the doctor said that he couldn't have done it better himself. I'm not saying go out and start super gluing everybody's laceration shut, but in an emergency situation, you don't have a suture kit, you have a weak stomach, and you don't want to sew somebody up with dental floss or thread, super glue. They use it in the ER, you can use it out there. And that's it. That is everything I carry in my individual first aid pouch. Things that I think I'll need, things that, I'm thinking of scenarios that I could come across. This is the basics that I have, stuff that I can take on the go that's still lightweight. I have to give a shout out to Urban Prepper out of Seattle. Man, I watched all your videos. Keep up the good work. I dig it. Hopefully soon I'm going to be coming back to Victoria there. Maybe we get together, do a video together. And also Super Dead Rooster here out of Carleton Place. We're going to be doing it overnight, the end of this month. We're going to review our bug out bags and actually check and see how well they work, because nothing actually is the better test than taking it out to the woods yourself. And that's probably him right there. I told him I was going to give him a shout out. He's probably texting me now to make sure he is. So if you like my videos, subscribe. I'm going to be doing another video very shortly about my get home bag. So subscribe and leave comments below. And remember that, we're all here. This is all an individual sport. You know what I mean? We're not on the same team, but we're sharing information. So, no negative comments, but please, super positive comments I'm all about. Tell me what you think. You like what I have? You think I could change it with this? Excellent. Because we're all here to help each other. All right, it's Wheelhouse Kraus, out.